times in a token. You may roast here.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Two Dimes and a Token. I'm your host, Brooke Nasty, Kan-Yeezy.
You already know what's happening.
And Chris.
I thought it was Token.
I thought
Token,
it was
yeah.
Token.
And
Come on,
Chris.
Chris. Make up your mind.
Hey, you know, every time
great.
I think of one of our intros where I open up the suitcase with the Pokemon,
Yes.
it's like, and there's Chris.
And yes, exactly.
I mean, because
and there's Chris.
that just describes your personality so
That's
well.
fantastic. So as we dive into today, drink of the pod, we have Whistle Pig Whiskey. And Chris,
For all you alcoholics out there, coffee.
Oh man, you know,
Black.
you know,
Black, straight black, no chaser.
just like me.
no chaser.
just like me, just like me.
Fantastic. Oh, we got a great schedule for you today. So we're going to dive into. We are shooting right now. We're shooting. It is Sunday morning. So it is before the playoff games come in.
Before
to
these
effect at
guys,
3 and 6. We're going to do a little bit of football. Dive into some phenomenal stories. It looks like Kan-Yeezy had a great time at Gasparilla this past weekend.
I'm gonna have fun.
Yes, he had a little fun.
Yes.
Token's going to tell us where he's been the last few weeks. And then, we'll kind of break into what to expect in the next few weeks for our next guest. But yeah, so kicking it off, man. Kicking it off. What do you got? See, you got your Bosa jersey out here.
I brought it to a Panther's den.
That's correct. You
Yes.
did. And it looks
That I
like
did.
shit.
It does not.
It does
Great.
not.
Neither do these socks.
Awesome.
Y'all can't
So-
see it, but I got San Fran socks on.
Lift it up. Show
Might as
everybody.
well just show them.
That's pretty dope.
Nine a
It
game.
is.
9 a game.
How much you pay for those?
I didn't pay anything. I got it for Christmas.
Okay. Okay.
That's great.
Sounds about right.
That's fantastic. I absolutely love it. Oh, new addition. If you guys can't tell, this is new colors. As you guys know, we did our phenomenal episode with Sacred Arts Tattoo. Mike had a little more to add to the arm, so
Man, it's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be badass when it's done, but we're gonna be able to have some zoom ins on that a little bit later too.
Yes.
But anyway, so what do you guys got for the games this week? What do we have? We have San Francisco against the Eagles, and we have Kansas City against the Bengals. And I got to tell you, Chris, and anybody that doesn't know, like, we're talking about a diehard fucking 49er fan here.
Since
Diehard.
5. Since 5.
Since 5.
5 years old.
Yes.
I don't
He's been
know.
making bad decisions since he was 5.
That's
I
correct.
ain't gonna lie. I'm I'm a little scared. It's the Eagles. Let's get real. I'm just gonna go out there and being honest. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like Brock Purdy. I like him.
Yeah.
But he is nervous. He is shitting his assholes out right now. You best believe it. Dude.
Yes.
He was shitting his assholes out during Dallas.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, the first half didn't look too great.
It
Plus,
did not.
They had a really hard time moving the ball in general.
Right. But the only thing they got going for him is he has so many fucking weapons to throw.
That's correct.
He's got, Brandon Ayuk, who a lot of people, we don't really know Brandon Ayuk. Well, Brandon Ayuk is the leading receiver of the team right now.
I'll be honest.
He
He
is.
goes
He's been
under the
dominating
radar,
the playoff
dude.
too.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's
He
been
goes
dominant.
under the radar, and I feel bad for him.
Those slant routes where he gets 20, 30 yards real quick, dude, it's killing it. You know,
no.
he's killing it.
And don't get it twisted. I think what's his name? The tight end.
You check.
No, George Kittle.
George Kittle.
Oh,
Kittle
tight end,
makes
yeah,
sure
Kittle, yeah.
he makes sure Brandon gets the shot out. He gets his flowers now. He's going downfield blocking.
Yeah, but
normal wide receivers
George
don't do
Kittle
that.
is the most underused asset they have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Granted, he's a phenomenal blocker. But,
Absolutely. He's probably one of the best, if not the best blocking tight end there is.
Let's not go too far.
I mean,
let's not go too far.
Andrew's here.
Yes. We always have like the best of the best.
Don't get
Bro.
me wrong. Andrew's the beast.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't, dude.
But he's not in the playoffs.
No one gives a shit about Baltimore or Carolina. You didn't make it.
Well, we did make it. We made it. We
Yeah,
just didn't
you
make it. We made it to the
Make the
dance.
first
yeah,
step.
you know what?
And you guys almost made it too.
That's correct. You know,
With like a 7 and
but we got there. Yeah, we got there. Mo was too big.
Yeah.
Sitting on our legs.
You
all
know,
that
that's
stuff.
what happens, baby. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah,
They had
so-
to play against Tampa.
Yeah.
But either way, no. Guess
They
what?
going
I thought they were
tomorrow.
going to show out.
The funny part is like, no, you didn't make it because you're not playing.
No. So
That's
we
the
didn't
problem.
make it. We didn't make
No
it.
offense, because when Carolina doesn't make it, that's my next team. I got to root for Baltimore since they're there. And then obviously since Chris,
Since they didn't make it either.
the only
the
reason I'm
Niners.
going for them is just because they got Christian McCaffrey. That's the only reason. The mid-season acquisition of Christian McCaffrey is the only reason why I'm even giving this team a shot. Otherwise, you know what? And I know you have some friends that are huge 49er fans. Love to hear me say that.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. But I digress. So let's get down to brass tacks here, bro.
Yeah.
Get down to brass tacks.
What do you
Are
want?
you winning or losing, bro?
We're going all in. That's for sure.
You're going all
So
in.
if-
We are going all
if
in.
Let me
I'm
tell you
Fred
something.
Warner,
That
how
didn't
do you
answer
feel?
the question.
If what?
If I'm Fred Warner and I'm telling you, if you're a 49ers fan, you got to live and die with us.
Yeah.
Are we winning or losing?
We're winning.
Okay.
We are winning.
I'm not
There's-
gonna lie.
there's-
The way you said that said like, "Hey, I'm saying it for the camera, and I don't have anything else positive to say."
Not at all. Not
There's
at
no
all.
confidence behind
Your
that
balls
shit.
didn't drop at all.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about honesty. Yeah, I'm scared. If you really want to be honest, yeah.
Listen.
The Eagles, the way I watched them play
Yeah.
Yes.
and the playoff game, yeah, it was the Giants.
Yes.
Okay. But the Giants,
Still a professional.
still professional football team, still in the divisional playoff game.
No, hold on. No, the Giants are a professional football team, depending on which half of the season you watched.
Right. Okay. Well, let's watch the second half.
Okay.
Okay.
They looked like dog shit.
Okay. Well, the first half.
No,
The first half, they looked phenomenal. They
I wasn't
started
really
out like
watching the
7 and
Giants.
2.
I wasn't really watching the Giants.
They were
this year at
great.
all.
They were phenomenal. I mean, they were unbeatable. They
Right.
felt like all of
But-
a sudden you were like, "Wow, they're a good team."
They're a good
Right.
team.
Then they lost 7 in a row. Everyone's like, "Oh, there they are."
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about?
Those are
Right.
the Giants we know.
But
Yeah.
they smashed
Listen,
the Giants last
Hey.
week, 38-7. And I felt like
no, it
Jalen
was,
Hurts
it was,
wasn't
it was
even
40.
running. He was like
I think it was like 42
Yeah.
or
42.
41.
Yeah. It
I
was
know
so
he, I know he
bad.
scored 7 though.
It was so bad. Keon and were like, I don't even know, Mike, why you want to watch this.
Yeah, this-
Mike's like, I'm only watching it because of my fantasy.
Yeah. That's it.
And I get it.
Self-reason.
Money's
Yes,
money,
no,
baby.
I'm in a playoff league, bro, and the winners dropping like 1,500 or 2,000, and I'm up by like 40 points.
Right, I get it.
And the best part is the guy that invited me to the league. He's definitely a fucking viewer. And he's gonna hear this, and I want you to know I'm gonna kick all your asses.
Yeah, I
And I'm
get it.
walking away with that cash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with ease.
you know.
With ease.
Right.
Taking candy from a baby.
Listen,
But after that game, I was like, oh fuck.
let me tell you something, dude. I know I'm trying to go in backwards here, but I'm telling you, bro, when they first send me the invite to that fantasy league, and I know we're not supposed to get off on this, but listen, we're going down this path. You know why? Because when they invited me in, I knew it was going to be like taking candy from a bunch of 60-year-old men.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
They invited me in. They're like, "Hey, what are you talking about, young buck? Young buck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 34, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna beat the shit out of you."
Yeah.
And I'm
Exactly.
co-signing it.
That's
Okay.
my point,
Yes.
baby.
Yeah.
And you know what? After week 1, everybody started talking shit in that little group chat that everyone's got. You know what I'm saying? In the chat box that's always inside the app that you use to do the fantasy football, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After week 1, your boy had a 50-point lead. You know what happened going into week 2? Everyone's like, "Oh no, his lead's gonna fade. All this and that."
Right.
Absolutely fucking not. I stayed up by 45 points. No one has written shit in that chat box
Right.
in almost 2.5 weeks.
I mean,
You
they
shut
should
them
be-
down.
They should be silent. They
should be silent.
They're like they're
The
nervous
ass
like Chris.
whipping is so apparent. And again, I know he's listening right now because
Yes.
I know he tunes in every week.
He should.
And I want you to know who you are, my friend.
Yeah. We
And
know.
this ass whooping is not personal.
It is.
No,
It
I
is.
refuse that.
It is.
It's not personal.
Money's money, baby.
But I want you to know that I'm going to tell everyone about it.
Listen,
That's what's going to happen.
Mike sounds like Michael Jordan. He was like, "Yeah, they thought I was a young buck."
They thought I was a young
And I
buck,
took
baby.
that personal.
They really did.
And I took that personal. That's all you can say.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean,
I did. I took that personal.
So he says it's not personal, but he took it personal.
When I told him,
I mean-
it's so funny. When I told him I was 34 in the group chat, they were like, "Yeah, I was taking shits bigger than you when you were born."
Yeah, all those old sayings, you know.
Yes,
I used to walk
exactly.
up to school, both hill both sides. You're like,
There you go.
that's like impossible, dude.
That's my point.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry to get off on a tangent there. Let us continue on. How do you feel about winner and loser of this game, or do you have another aspect of the game you'd like to break down?
I want to tell you guys, they're gonna think that I'm like somebody that's already can see the future. That's all this. They're gonna think that we recorded this after the playoff game.
Yeah.
That's how accurate I think I'm gonna be.
Damn.
You're going to see Kansas City versus the Philadelphia Eagles in the championship, in the Super Bowl.
Look,
You're
I'm-
not going to see San Fran. I'm sorry, Chris.
I beg to differ.
You're not going to see that, and you're not going to see, Home
Again,
Alone.
the energy you're bringing.
It's negative. It's dark.
It's dark.
It's dark. I'm excited about it, but I want to let you
Yeah.
guys know they're going to think we already recorded this.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's game versus Kansas City is going to be a good one, but it's hard to win the playoff game in someone else's backyard.
Yeah. No, I
The,
can
the
feel
two
that.
home teams are going to take it. I mean, unless you got Eli, who can just go to anybody's field and win. I don't see Eli coming back. I mean,
Yeah.
I did see him, go to the college teams and try out, but
Yeah.
Eli's not showing up for either one of those teams.
Eli's the man for that, by the way.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to take it. It's going to be Joe Burrow's.
I'm going to be honest. Joe Burrow, his amount of swag. Everybody saw that video that posted where he threw the ball in warm-ups and did that little spin and stuff. Somebody else posted afterwards of Justin Fields. He's like, he did it first. I'm like, listen, that's great that Justin Fields did it first, but that's big dick Joe Burrow.
I just want to know, where did Cincinnati play last week?
Oh, where did the Bears play last week? Nowhere. Exactly.
No. He just said, what did they play? They played
In Buffalo?
In Buffalo.
They did. They went into Buffalo and they firmly handed out a
But
whooping.
Buffalo gave them a chip on that. You don't give a team in the playoffs any type of, initiative to feel like they need to win. They were already selling tickets for Kansas City versus the Buffalo Bills.
It's true.
Rematch. So as I'm going into that game, it's like they're already counting us out. You're giving them an edge that they wouldn't have. They would have went in there and played a completely different game. We've been thinking about DeMar Hamlin the whole game, but instead we're talking about these guys buying tickets at a neutral site. So you gave a team momentum. You gave them a reason to show up. Tomorrow is not promised.
I think the Super Bowl's a reason for them to show up.
Okay.
Yeah,
it
should be.
I mean, it should be, but you still at that level, you take any type of edge that you can get.
You got that MJ mentality.
That's it. Like I gotta go in, and when you think about like MJ would say, I will go against a team, and if they had the top rebounder, I'm going to out rebound the top rebounder, just because I want to beat the person at what they're best at.
Right.
So going into Buffalo, they were already the underdogs, and they were already counted out.
Yeah.
We're already counted out, fellas. Let's show up.
Yeah.
And they did just that. This game right here, San Francisco not counted out. Brock Purdy is on the 7-game win streak. They're riding the high of high. You see George Kittle smiling in every camera you put him on. But you understand, like, that's the kid-like mentality, especially when you're winning, especially when you have control.
You know what is great about George Kittle? Dude, if you guys really want to understand how to enjoy your life, like, yes, George Kittle is a professional football player, yes. And that dude he's staring at every camera he can find, making funny faces, having a great time.
Yeah.
That dude's living his life to the absolute fullest. Yes, he's a professional football player. He's got millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, the way he looks, you could tell he'd be living in a trailer park working at McDonald's, and he'd be loving every fucking second.
He was still.
You want to learn how to really love your life, man? Watch George Kittle for just a couple days. Just Google George Kittle and watch him.
Yeah, I love it. I love hearing the voices as they play.
Yes.
Oh, hey man, I knocked you on your ass on that one.
That's a real man right there. That's a real
Yes,
man.
exactly.
Me,
All right, so you got Kansas City
I got Kansas City.
and you got the Eagles. You got, let me guess,
I'm going with San
Francisco.
against Cincinnati.
Okay, so we're going.
I really am. Complete opposite.
Away teams.
Listen, again,
So you're the.
the outlier here.
Okay,
I'm gonna be real with you.
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
And I love you guys. But I got to be honest. If San Francisco comes into this game the way that they walked into the Dallas Cowboys game, they're absolutely going to get their ass whooped.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be real with you. I don't see them improving the way that they're going to walk into this game. I think Eagles take it, but I also think that Kansas City is not going to be able to withstand the awesome swag of what is Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
You are going to see the Cincinnati Bengals against Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. And I'm going to go one further there. I think that's where you're going to get the ultimate hype, where the last team to go 15-1 and go to the Super Bowl, what happened to them? It was the Carolina Panthers in 2015, and they lost.
Yeah.
How many games did the Eagles win this year or lose this year? What was it, 2 or 3?
2.
They lost 2. And the reason why is because Jalen Hurts went down.
Yes.
Otherwise, it would have been 15-1. They
Right.
only lost 1 game with Jalen at the helm, if I'm correct.
Yes.
And please write in the comments if I'm wrong here.
We could be.
But I'm telling you, they go in to that game, same swag as what Carolina had in 2015, and they get their ass beat. I'm telling you, Cincinnati Bengals are winning the Super Bowl. You can put a gem in it, bro. I'm telling you. I'm feeling they got the swag, they got the momentum, and I don't think there's anything stopping Joe Burrow from finishing the job that he didn't get to finish. If Aaron Donald hadn't tripped him up, Jamar Chase is wide open down the field on the last play of the game in the Super Bowl, and LA Rams are going home, crying, and then Aaron Donald he's not ring fingering it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's walking out of that stadium pissed. And Joe Burrow in year 2 is walking out saying, "Bro, I'm big dick Joe Burrow." But I think he finishes the job. There's no doubt.
I think if the Eagles take it, they're going to take the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be. I'm just going to tell you. It's going when we do the next show. I'm gonna just say, "Fly, Eagles, fly."
I am not. I
Right.
probably will lock myself in a room if the Eagles win because it's the second time in a row that we lose the NFC Championship game.
That's accurate. I can feel you on that.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I hate to get to second place, but
You guys are a lot, but you guys win second place a lot though.
You know
We
what's
do.
great? You know what's
so
great?
funny about that too. I win second place. Like what number Mike is this? Mike
Not
too.
gonna lie, it is too.
It is too.
Like I'm always in second.
Yeah, so
That's fantastic.
You're
Listen,
that close.
listen, let me tell you something, brother. You're not second in our hearts.
Yes.
You're number 1.
Yeah,
All right.
number one.
There's only one token
Yeah.
for us.
Right.
That's you.
Right.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
it's two for me. George Kittle's a token as well.
Yeah.
He's on.
But
I love
see what I'm
George
saying?
He's on-
In the hearts of America that's watching right now,
Yeah.
you're a winner.
yeah,
Yeah.
You're
Thanks,
number
guys.
1.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
90 games.
I strive to be number 1. I strive to be all
right.
the way.
All right. So we feel good. We got
Yes.
our picks in.
Got
We're
our
feeling
picks
good
in.
about
Got-
ball.
got our
I
picks in.
do.
Fantastic. So
Yeah.
I have a phenomenal thing I've been wanting to ask Kan-Yeezy about all weekend. So my boy went to Gasparilla,
Yeah.
and I really want to emphasize the story that I got so far because it's funny when you actually start up a podcast, you're really like, hold on, wait, no, don't talk yet. We'll talk about it on the podcast,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like it's kind of weird, but you don't end up talking as much as we usually would during the week. So it rolls in. What time did you get here this morning?
Probably like 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. 6 a.m.
Yes.
It's only because I missed the night parade trying to get ready for this.
And
this
as a
show.
matter of fact, we're going to put it up on the screen right now. This was Kan-Yeezy as he went to Gasparilla in Tampa Bay yesterday.
You better put the right picture up. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Anyway, so walk us through it, man.
I mean,
Tell me what transpired that you didn't sleep apparently, and then ended up arriving here at the studio at 6 a.m.
So you got to think about it, like Gasparilla is huge in Tampa. It's amazing to go to. If you can get a chance to do it, do it. People fly from everywhere, from the middle of nowhere to get here, arriving on boats, everything. We just take the shores, and then it's a party, just blocks after blocks after blocks. You can go into random people's houses that you would be surprised at everything that you see. You see people passed out on the road.
You never see so many people throwing up in one vicinity.
Yes.
I've never been.
Yeah.
I've never been.
I threw up at Wendy's. Shout out to Wendy's.
Yeah.
I threw up.
Shout out to Wendy's. Shout out to Wendy's. You gotta let it go. You're going to take it too far. Everybody is there to have a good time, and when you have people that are just excited about life, it's always a good time. No matter if you have a negative Nancy around you or anything like that,
Yeah.
it's too many people that are positive about just being here. I mean, I'm in full costume, enjoying the day. Like
Yeah.
I got the pirate, my eye patch, the earring in.
Did you have the hook?
I had a gun. Not like not like no.
Jesus
I
Christ.
tell everybody I can't be like a real pirate. I'm not doing the sword fight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop it immediately as soon as
Yeah.
it starts.
So
I feel like those are real pirates. Right?
here's
Yeah.
a real question. All right, how do you so you guys are obviously partying in Tampa Bay, you're having a great time, you're around some great people, I assume.
Amazing people.
How soon, because this is the type of party that you go to and everybody gets really like way too wasted too fast.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yes.
Like me, great example. As I was young, right? Always you get too wasted too fast because you don't really understand how to drink.
Still drinking too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really understand how to control yourself, right? The older you get, you learn, you know what? I don't want to get plastered drunk and puke and then people have to take care of it. What I want to do is I want to enjoy the whole night.
Mhm.
I want to enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? So you start to pace yourself, right? At Gasparilla, it doesn't matter how old you are. Everybody gets way too drunk, way too fast.
You don't even know. Like I was passing out alcohol. by 2:00, I'm like, hey, here you go. It's people with backpacks full of alcohol, and we're just here. Everyone's there to share.
Yeah.
It's about overexposure. Like I seen more boobies than I did my whole entire life.
That's
Yeah,
actually the number one spot every year where the most herpes is transferred.
yeah. I didn't
Really?
touch a soul.
No,
Just
I
let
don't
you
think
know.
that's true. I just
Oh.
made that up.
Listen,
But I guarantee
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Listen, the moment we had our first drink, our toast was don't get any UTIs. Everybody is just toasting to don't touch a soul
Hey.
here.
Let's go VD.
Yeah. You mean don't touch anything you didn't come with. That's exactly what we tell everybody. But it's kind of hard to just do that. People are going to let go and let loose. So you have the best time.
By the way, I loved his face this morning when he saw the clip, Cougar Lover. You guys will see that next podcast, but
I know Keon.
so all right. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Keon actually called me, and I'm like, "Hey man, what are you doing Saturday?" He's like, "Oh man, I'm going to Gasparilla, bro." He's like, "Chris, I would invite you, but I just don't think you wouldn't want to come." I'm like, "Why not?" Keon, he's like, "Man, there's gonna be lots of drinking, lots of smoking, probably some cocaine using." He said, "Girls kissing girls." He's like, "I don't think you'll like it." I'm like, "Well, Ken, I might want to try that." I'm like, "Come on, baby."
No.
Come on, baby.
It's not the
I
type
said,
of
4
environment.
years ago, I'd have been all on that.
Yeah, it's not
And
type of
asking you
environment.
for some money. You know?
And asking you for some.
Yeah, hey, man.
Not the type of environment you invite.
That's fantastic.
Someone getting out of
So you told us about Gasparilla. What happened in your individual story? So now you're at 3 a.m. You're puking up in a Walmart or in a Wendy's parking lot, bro. How did we get from start A to point B?
So I was late to the party. I mean, obviously, I talked to you before I got there. We went to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A line was like an hour long.
It always is.
You know, it was so ridiculous.
But
But
damn chicken sandwich.
yeah, but you had to get something in your stomach before you. Any smart drinker knows.
But also, I mean, Chick-fil-A, it's the Lord's chicken.
It is Lord's chicken. So I had to create a little bit.
We are in
out there.
and we are in the South.
Yes.
Oh.
So we had to get a little chicken in us. As we get to Chick-fil-A and we wait for an hour, everyone already started drinking at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm there at 11 and I got to catch up. So they're giving out Jello shots, taking these shots, and so on and so forth. And we're just mixing liquor. It doesn't make a difference at this particular juncture.
You know when the last time I had Jello shots was?
When
We were actually at the end of the year Weber party, and I was a junior. Remember when we lived with DJ on the Babson Drive?
Mm-hmm.
I had so many Jello shots. I did a backflip off the barge, butt naked, in front of the whole school, and I ended up peeing on a bowler's Mercedes.
Bowlers?
Yeah, it was we had a bowling team.
Yeah.
National 3-year
they-
national
Really?
champions. Oh yeah, they were good.
champions.
Damn.
They were good, dude.
Yeah.
I went outside
Way better than
I
football
went
team.
outside in the school parking lot and I peed on his Mercedes.
Oh, man.
That was what happened the last time I had Jello shots.
Jello shots are amazing.
It was
so
a
you
great
didn't have
time.
no more.
No, I haven't had any since, and I'm pretty sure everyone around me kind of said, "Hey, man,
I don't think
you kind of you ruined it for all of us."
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't even going to have no Jello shot.
yeah. So continue.
Imagine, so we're taking Jello shots, we're taking regular shots, beer pong, flip cup, you name it. We're playing every game known to man. You're interacting with your neighbors. Everyone is friendly. Everyone is down for the cause. We're down for the party. It's an amazing moment. So I get there. I get with my group. You can do whatever you want to. You can go outside and people are flashing for beads and so on and so forth. But we stay together. We stay close knit before the parade starts. And then once the parade starts, we all got a little bit too drunk. So I didn't want to just get there the moment the parade starts, although that's one of the best times to be there. So we got there like an hour after the parade started. So you can just see people on your way walking to the parade, just laying everywhere.
Yeah.
It was just like if there was a such thing as too much drinking, it was too much drinking.
Oh,
like
yeah.
everyone's on the side of the road, rethinking their thoughts. You just see everybody in dismay.
Yeah.
Once again, everybody, no matter how old you are, everybody gets way too drunk.
Right. It's
way
like,
too
damn,
fast.
it's only been an hour, bro.
Way
Bro,
too
it's-
drunk.
Oh shit! It's 11 a.m.
Way too drunk.
Dude, it's been 10 minutes, dude.
Way too drunk.
So now let me ask you this: how was it? Were you guys at a point where now, because we all know how people get when they get drunk, they either get really sloppy and funny, they get really angry, or they get very emotional. Was it? Did you now have to deal with an emotional type evening, or were you dealing with a sloppy happy?
I mean, you went through. It was just got to be like the most bipolar scene you could ever go through, because you're gonna see people crying on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You're gonna see people excited.
Yeah.
You're gonna see people just acting out of character. You've seen fights, and you've seen police officers. They weren't concerned about public intoxication.
Yeah.
They were concerned about fights.
Right.
Like people were just fighting over the stupidest reasons, and then you're like, all right, break these guys up, and then everybody just started taking shots. Right after that. So it's like one of those things where you're gonna see everything
Yeah, everything's
in one particular day.
Uh,
In that little 6 hour time span, I seen everything that I'm gonna see the entire year. In that little short span.
I'm not gonna lie.
The only difference is you're there. With you being there, you get a chance to see it all front line and center.
It's funny, man, because like it's different for me now because I actually still I'm pretty sure with a lot of my friends because of the way I was in college. There was not a day that went by that I didn't drink.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like honestly, the only time I drink is when we're on the pod. So I mean, really, the only time I drink is when we're on the pod.
Yeah.
But I still like talk a big game and shit. Going out there, I'm so glad I didn't go out there.
Right.
I'd have been drunk in the Chick-fil-A line.
See, with me being a recovering alcoholic,
Yeah.
there's times I go to bars with friends,
But you don't need a drink.
but I don't drink. No, but I'm going to be there for about 2 hours until the bullshit starts.
Yeah. Some of that shit's really fun.
So yeah, I love it, dude. We go out there and play pool, we hang out, and then once like, everybody starts to get a little sloppy, now they're trying to bring the party outside in the parking lot. It's like, yep, that's my cue.
This is one of those Gasparilla is one of those things where you don't care about them fighting.
Right.
It's so many people. You seeing people on people's shoulders. It just everything that you can think of, music, dancing. I had like the worst food that you can possibly have. I feel like I just had like the pig's guts. And it costs an arm and leg to get that.
But being wasted, was it good?
It was horrible. Still horrible. It's bad even when you're drunk and you're like, I'm only eating this because I bought it, and it costs like $24 for this little damn chicken thing. But it was horrible. I felt like I was eating the pigs. Like back, shoulders,
that's fantastic.
Everything. It was just
he goes pigs like back to intestines.
like
his liver.
Just horrible. Like you could just feel the fat just go oozing out.
All right. So more about Gasparilla, more about a little bit. Now you're up to what, 3-4 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tell me the rest. What gets you throwing up in a Wendy's
So
parking lot?
I mean, as you're walking around, like most people would just stop. They get to a particular tent, I met up with so many people. I've known for so many years. But you get at a tent, and it's a little party at the tent, but it's just the boat rides. People are just going by with the boats with their music playing. You got a band behind them or whatever the case may be, and they're just throwing out bees, and they're asking you to flash us and throw out bees. So of course, I got in the best area where you can see the most flash mob, you know what I mean? And I just allowed the audience to take place. I had bees. I had a neck full of bees. By the time I left, I had no bees. And that's the goal. I'm not going to tell you exactly where those bees went, but
I know exactly where they went. The sad part is they came up to Keon. They didn't even want the beads.
they didn't.
As we know,
They wanted that D.
I'm starting to feel
we all
like,
know
Yeah.
second most sought after thing in America next to money.
Yeah.
Right.
So all I did was
Bald
just sit
black
there.
dude.
Kan-Yeezy.
Yeah, Kan-Yeezy.
Yeah. Listen, I posted.
I was trying to go with a generality, but if you want to say Kan-Yeezy, I guess.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Listen, I posed on like the top of like a mountain, and I just sat there like this, like I was Captain Morgan, because I got on my pirate costume,
Hand on his junk.
hand with the gun pointed at my junk, just enjoying it.
Tequila slowly just wisping as he breathes in.
Right.
As I'm going by, like women are like, "Let's take shots together," and you just see they're gone. I'm like, "Nah, I'm good, baby, I'm good," but they look good. I'm taking a shot with you. I'm taking a shot with you. I'm taking a number of different shots. So
That's
you
fantastic.
just see. That's the reason why I got sick. It's because the better they look, the more enticed you are to take those shots.
Right.
Long story short, you're doing that. You get all the way through. Next thing you know, you're like, hey, I got to get out of here. Got to pull over. Wendy's parking lot.
So the party's over at 5. Like, the parade's over with, and they're getting ready for the night parade. So at this particular juncture, everyone goes towards the bars, or they go towards the house parties and so on and so forth. And you can make your way towards the house parties or the bars, or you can gear up, go back, relax for the night party to do it all over again. Most people don't make it. They either do the day party or the night party. You can't do both because you're going to overdrink at either one of those things. So as I'm walking back, you start seeing the multitude of, people passing out with beer or alcohol, and they're just dropping like flies.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you see people holding people up. I was like, how do you get to a point where you have to have people carry you? And that's what you've seen the entire time. Like,
I'm like, hey, bro.
over and over and over and over again. Like,
Over and over again.
yeah, these guys were taking it. And as I'm seeing that, I'm like, man, they're fucked up, but so am I. I'm just conscious enough to know I have to get back to the house, and then relax, gather myself, because we gotta get ready for the night party.
Yeah.
I get back to the house and I sit in the chair and I just feel the room spinning for a moment. I was like, yeah, this isn't going to end well. This isn't going to end well. You take time, you go to the bathroom, splash water in my face. You got to get ready. Pirates never pass out. So I'm in full theme mode. I got to get into character mode. Pirates never pass out. We take more shots.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, this pirate's going to pass out. This pirate's going to pass. It's like, let's just get some food in your system. Where do you want to go? And I'm like, if we go to any of the top areas, you're going to be waiting for a long time. So the only 2 areas that didn't have like high traffic, what do you think? Taco Bell's and Wendy's. So I was like, I'm already thinking about throwing up. I don't want to throw up Taco Bell's. That's already going out the back door.
No, my man here can order $40, $50 worth of Taco Bell.
Yeah, all day long. I can't do that. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to just go to Wendy's and have a chili.
Yeah.
I get to Wendy's.
Who in the hell, after drinking all day, goes to Wendy's and orders chili?
Listen,
I can't stand chili.
I get that loaded potato and chili, and it just settles my stomach.
You were asking to puke.
Yeah. It didn't even make it in my system yet.
I got you.
The moment I got into the drive-thru, a friend of mine is ordering. I got the door open on the other side. All the way down from the time we ordered
disgusting.
to the time we paid. Just letting it all out.
Listen, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? Give me a little 3.
I had to salute that
I
one.
respect. I respect it.
Yeah.
Having so much fun, bro. I love this shit, bro.
Listen. After I threw up, I felt like a brand new man.
Oh, yeah.
I was ready to party all over again. Like, let's do it. Just this time, no more drinking. I'm just going to enjoy
this. All right. That's great. So, anything else you can think of from the evening that would be great?
Oh man, I think you got to be there.
You got to
be there. You got to be there. You got to be.
It's like Vegas.
It's like Vegas. Like this is the.
You got to make sure that you're there.
Where Florida turns into everybody. This is like the #1 place that was trending in the U.S. It's Gasparilla. Like next week you got Mardi Gras, and most people don't know it originated in Alabama, but it's always talked about in Louisiana. If you go to Alabama and you go to Mardi Gras,
listen, dude, I'll tell you what, Mardi Gras in never mind, but Mardi Gras. If you go to New Orleans, my God.
I've never done Mardi Gras either.
We're going to do Mardi Gras this year.
My God.
We're doing it.
Man,
all right.
You got to have those moments. Like, you only get a chance to live.
So sorry, I lost my train of thought. I really fucked that up.
No, I'm just saying, like, when I tell everybody, they was like, Keon, why are you going to Gasparilla? I just tell everyone, it's not about quantity. It's not how many days you can stack up.
Yeah.
It's the quality of those days. And how much fun can you have with the people that are around you?
Yeah.
And you can lose control and the police aren't concerned about you losing control.
Right.
I'm going to go into a side story. Like I was driving, 95 and the 45 and I got pulled over by the cops. So as I'm driving,
I was waiting for this to come up, bro.
50 miles.
I got dude, I got a Snapchat, right? And then because this dude hasn't been pulled over in like 10 years.
Yeah, I don't
legit, not pulled over once, right? I'm sitting down playing a little Madden, right? I'm actually playing Madden with Ryder at the time, and I got a Snapchat pop up right on my phone, and I look up, so hey, Uncle Keon sent us a Snapchat. Let's look at it. All you see is just the red and blue lights, and you see one eye of him leaning out of the car, and it's just damn.
Yeah.
It's like
Listen,
shit.
I am drunk.
Yeah.
The officer is like, hey, but I'm gonna go a little bit further back. As I'm driving my car, I got the music blasting, the Bose sound system, so you don't really hear anything, and I'm just going. And then you can feel like I'm going through lanes, and I can see the car behind me following me. So I was like, I can kick it up another notch and make sure this guy just turn into S mode and this guy can't catch me at all.
Yeah.
Or I could just take it easy. So let me see how far is he willing to trail me before I take it up a notch. So I'm going 95. And that's at most, most times, most people can't stay with you weaving throughout those lanes.
Yeah.
The officer followed me for at least 3 to 4 miles. And he was like, man, you were kicking it the whole time. But you look like you was enjoying yourself. I was like, I really was. Like, I was just this is my little studio. I do like car karaoke. I don't know if you guys do that
Hell
at all.
yeah, are you kidding me?
So I'm in there singing, enjoying myself. And then I just see those lights come behind me as I was getting ready to take it up another notch. I was like, this guy's following me for too
I'm
long.
to go 3 digits.
I'm getting ready to go
I'm fitting to go 3.
Got to. So he pulls me over and he's like, hey, for me, I'm excited because I had a couple of drinks, but I'm not like drunk.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm super excited about it. Like whatever ticket he gives me, I know I can pay for it. So I'm not concerned about it at all. As he walks up and he was like, yeah, I was like, hey, officer. He was like, you seem like you're in a good mood. I was like, man, to be honest with you, whatever ticket you give me, I can pay for it. So I'm not mad about this at all. He's like, sir, I'm not giving you a ticket. You're going 50 miles over the speed limit. I can take your entire license and ruin the rest of the year for you. I was like, damn, for 50 miles over the speed limit? He was like, yeah, it's like a 3rd-degree felony or something like that. But let's see why your driving record is. I was like, sir, I don't get pulled over at all. I mean, this just doesn't happen. This is an anomaly for me. So he goes back, he runs my driving record. He's like, oh, okay. You really don't get pulled over. I was like, I don't.
Yeah, it's because they don't catch me.
They know. I don't. It's because they don't catch me. It's because they don't catch me. But
That's
nevertheless,
terrible.
I'm going 95, and he's like, man, slow down.
Yeah.
Just take it easy. And I'm going 50 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah.
He was like, you probably were going a whole lot faster, but I only caught you going 50 miles over the speed limit. I was like, yeah, probably, range in the hundreds from time to time, depending on how fast I want to go. Like, I'm enjoying myself. And he was like, take it easy. If this happens again, you won't have a warning. And then he just lets me go.
I'm surprised he gave you. You know what they done to me?
What?
He'd have pulled me over, opened the door, beat my ass, and been like, you know how fast you're going?
Chris,
You know?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
yeah. I think he just understood the assignment. It was like, I'm not going to ruin your life
Yeah.
for you making a dumb decision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was
Here, let's look at your record, Chris.
So speaking of that, he said, "Look at your record."
Yeah.
Hey, he'd have walked over with the computer. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, they call for backup and shit. The helicopter.
This man's an animal. This man is an animal.
If you Google, if you look up Chris online, that record is long, bro.
Yes, yeah. My man had fun.
Yeah,
He had fun.
At least you enjoyed yourself for a while.
Yeah.
So, all right. So flip flopping. Where obviously you missed a few podcasts, man, and everybody knows. We told everybody you've been working ever since the hurricane. In your business, you're really almost like hurricane cleanup. That's really, but you just do it for pool cages and all that stuff. So you've been busy as shit.
Correct.
So I mean, we told everybody that you haven't been around, but give us anything that's come across you that's been funny or anything.
Yeah, so I apologize to all the followers and people watching now, but yeah, for whatever reason, this Hurricane Ian has taken out all of Southwest Florida, and I just feel like we're the only company that's trying to cage the entire Southwest Florida,
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, and I mean,
You've worked every Saturday, like you've worked 6 days a week for the past like 7 weeks.
For a while. But I mean, you got to understand during this catastrophe, my pay went up a significant amount of money, because they're like, dude, get this shit done and we're going to fucking pay you. So I'm taking advantage, kind of right now of the situation.
I think, and some people, especially because it's not sacrificing at another person. It's got to get done. It's
right.
It's basically cleanup.
My boss, he's an excellent boss. He's a down to earth guy, man. I'll tell you a story right now, dude. Right, we're putting up this. He's worked in the field his entire life, and he continues, even being a company owner, to step it up and go back out in that field because that's just what he loves. He loves the scenario of hard working and working with other guys and just he loves that scenario.
Yeah.
We're putting up, there's like 6 of us, dude. Okay. Now this pool cage we're putting up is not a normal pool cage. It's a picture window, which is one big ass fucking screen in the front. But the beam itself is 800 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
It's an 800-pound fucking beam. So we need 6 people to put this fucking thing up.
Yeah.
We're getting this thing up, dude. And one of the guys, he's a newer guy. He's got about a month and a half experience, if that, and he's not a very athletic person. Let's just put it like that. So we're getting it up. Matt's up in the air with this fucking beam. This other guy's up in the air, and 2 other guys are up in the air. And I'm picking this thing up from the ground, trying to put it up on what's called a post feet, because it's a 4x4. It's a 4x8 post, which you put directly onto a paver, but you have to have something attached to that paver so you could screw it into the post foot, you know? And we get this thing up, dude, and we're fucking picking it up. Next thing you know, I fucking see this thing start to go down. And my boss is like, what the fuck? He's talking to the other guy. I don't want to name any names, but he's like, get that fucking thing up. What are you dropping it for? And it's so funny. We get it in the post feet, right? Mm-hmm. And my boss hops down. And now he's a very aggressive dude. He hops down that ladder. He tells this other employee, he's like, boy, 20 years ago, I hopped down this ladder. I'll beat your fucking ass. And I'm like,
that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight.
I said, God damn, you know?
Yes.
And it's so funny because my boss, you know, he does a little token, you know? He
Yeah.
smokes a little, dude. He's got that vape, you know?
Yeah.
And he drops the fucking vape in the pool. And the same guy that fucking was lifting that goddamn beam up, he says, hey, you. He says, yeah, go in that pool and get my vape. I'm like, God damn.
You talking about workplace harassment?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. He would have had to go get his own vape.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious, bro.
But that's, you know, everybody has that relationship out there.
Yeah,
you know, he's a
dude.
good guy. He's not like,
That's hilarious.
he's just funny. Everybody loves him, dude. So,
Bro, that's absolutely priceless. I
it
love that
was,
shit.
man. I said, God damn, man. He's like, dude, God damn, I hop out this ladder 20 years ago. I beat your ass. And there's another guy out there that was helping us with the beam, dude. He's been working with him for like 20 years. He's like, yeah, he would have.
Yeah, he definitely would.
I'm like, holy shit.
I mean, that's what. I mean, when you think about the weight
Yeah.
on there, like if you
It's hard work.
take
man.
it easy, that means I gotta lift that much more.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, you
Absolutely.
deserve something.
I don't know what the hell he did. You know, it's like put the thing on your shoulder and use your legs on that ladder to lift up with it. You know, this man's like, I'm like, he's like, what the fuck? You know, I'm on the ground because you got to understand, we have the post and the beam connected to each other.
Yeah.
So it's a big U
Yeah.
sitting on the ground like that. And we're lifting this bitch straight up like that. And
Yeah.
then picking it up and putting it on post feet. So it's like, you know, we lifted it all the way up. Now we got to lift this thing up on the post feet. And he's fitting a fucking, like, it was very successful.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought this thing was going to be a fuck catastrophe. I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck you got going on.
Yeah.
but,
I don't know what you got going on, Chief.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's awesome, man. That's funny, dude. It sounds like you got a good crew you work with, though.
Yeah, man.
good
You
stuff.
know, it's you know, we're all professionals out there, but there's times where we're professionals, but we're not perfect. You know, so shit happens a lot, and it's funny. It's completely funny. Like
Yeah.
one day, me and my boss, we put up all the fucking walls on this one thing, and it's called an elite roof. We put up all the walls. And we didn't realize it was a windy ass day. We done Tapcon this shit down and everything, dude. The wind fucking gust about 30 miles an hour and took all the fucking walls down and destroyed everything. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my God, dude, it's all fucked. And I'm looking at the guy I was working with and he's just laughing. I'm like, dude, we gotta replace all this shit.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the ass.
It
bro.
is pain, yeah. So, but you know, we have good times out there, man. You know,
That's fantastic.
I mean, they really, you know, build. They're growing together. Like
Yeah.
everyone's getting better. Everyone's learning the tools, how to do the job a whole lot better.
I love that stuff, dude. I love that stuff. So, next thing, next thing on the docket, right? Yeah. So this coming week, next week, you guys will be seeing our part 1 premiere of our interview with Miss Jaji.
The first lady.
Yes,
The first lady. Yeah, clap it up for her.
Yeah, Miss Jaji, she's social influencer, aspiring model, and she's got a pretty unique story, man. She's come through a lot of adversity, and I got to be honest. I mean, the way that she kind of pushes through things and the way that she developed positive mentality moving forward, and you guys will be able to see all the details of it, but it's pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie. There's some things that a lot of people, I believe, will be able to connect with her as she tells her story and as she goes through the step-by-step process of how she evaluated things, the way she handled things as a kid compared to, how she handles them now. And I think that'll be a really, 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 really easy connecting story for a lot of people, man. Because, she moved from Chicago to white suburbia,
right?
and that's a big transition.
It's like gangland of America, bro.
Yeah.
Straight to like,
So basically, it's like taking that and then but her story in general, it's a pretty cool one, man. And we had a great time sitting and chatting with her, and she was real cool. She was real open about everything, and I loved having her on. So
I took from there, she's accountable for what she does. I always tell people, she's a content creator.
Yep.
More than anything else. And what one of her main slogans, other than manifestation, is that it's a you problem. So People don't take on don't feel like you have to take on the world. Just some problems are yours and some problems are your problem, meaning they're yours and yours only. Don't feel like you have to save everyone. So I believe she's a positive influence in that regard. Like just for mental clarity that people take on way more than they should.
Yeah.
And she's one of the people that's just letting you know, like, I'm just going to focus on me and my growth. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because this is the time in which you can do it.
All right.
I feel you. No, that's dope, man. That's absolutely dope.
She was a big icon of going out, doing what you want to do, and not giving a shit about what anybody else thinks.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm a big fan of that because like let's be real, you and I have talked about dress and hair and all this other stuff, and especially working in corporate America and all that bullshit, and it's just like, bro.
Well, that's for him. I like to suit up. I'm a little bit different.
I know. You like looking like
he is the most interesting man.
He's the most interesting man in the world, bro. That video, got like 6,000 views and like fucking 400 likes.
Yeah.
There was one chick that commented on that video. If you haven't seen this video, find our TikTok. Be sure to follow, right? Find our TikTok and you guys will see the most interesting man in the world video starring our one and only Kan-Yeezy, right? That thing got so many views and it got like 400 or 500 likes and there were chicks commenting on there. There were ladies commenting on there, bro. Oh my God. Yes, he is.
Listen, I tell everybody, I'm like the middle-aged white woman whisperer.
Yeah,
let's just call it what it is.
That's
like
weird.
Everyone has their own target market for whatever reason. Like the older,
everyone has their own target.
I mean, my target market is the older white women. There's something about that.
Oh shit. Well, we'll get into that. And actually, we dive into that in the next episode too. So why don't we?
Before we conclude, you can't go without saying the new art that's on your shoulder. I know we're gonna zoom on
in the beginning,
but you're not telling them exactly. This is Matt and Mike's.
This is the continuation of the work from Sacred Arts Tattoo. Mike, obviously, continuing some of the work, and we're still very shaded here. We got a lot of work to do, and Mike's super happy to do it. Also,
this is why they're number one, man.
This is why they're number one. They are phenomenal at what they do. But also, we have a follow-up episode that's going to be coming with Sacred Arts. So
we're all looking forward to that.
Absolutely. That's going to be great. You guys
have to stop.
Be sure to keep tuning in because the follow-up episode with Sacred Arts that's going to be a blast.
No, the question is, are we going back there or are they coming here?
Oh no, we're gonna go right back to the shop. They're gonna let us shoot on site again. So it's gonna be dope.
I'm with it.
So a lot coming up, a lot of things to look forward to. But as we round about, I think we need to get our Joe's Spice of the Week on.
I knew it. I love this part.
I said I love this part.
But you being so excited, you knock it off first.
In case you don't know, Joe's Spice of the Week is you have to tell us what is the best vibe that you've had throughout the past week, or the thing that gave you the best vibe, that kind of gave you that run to get through the week. Because everybody knows you got a week to week and you got to grind a little bit. There's a very small percentage of people that are millionaires, a very small percentage of people that actually get to go out and say, I get to do whatever I want every single day. Mm-hmm. Majority of us are hardworking individuals, and sometimes you got to carry a little bit. Sometimes you need something that little pushes you across that finish line on that Friday or on that Saturday, whenever your week is done. That's what we want to know about. Tell us about the thing that gave you that really good vibe that kind of helped you get through the rest of the week, right? So, Chris, what is your Spice of the Week?
Dude, here it is, dude, and this is going to be real. Do not put limits on what it is you think you can do.
Yeah.
And I say this just with how busy I've been with work aspects, with life, with being a single dad, with doing a podcast. Like, every time I'm like, oh man, I got a lot going on. I'm going to need a day of rest or I'm going to need to do this or I'm going to need to do that. And I think I'm just going to be warped out, dude. I have been pushing my limits on what I think that I have and going out there and pushing it further. And which is building the confidence of like, dude, I could do whatever I want, dude. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's like I went out there, I've worked for the last, I don't know how many weeks, every Saturday or been doing this. Like I haven't had a day to sit down and just think I need rest. It's all it is I think I need rest, but I could go farther. I'm not taking it to the full extent of what I can actually do.
To be honest,
You
that's
know?
some Goggin shit right
Dude,
there.
it's crazy.
That's
yeah.
good stuff.
Like, I mean, because I think about it now in the last couple months, dude, I have been nonstop, dude.
Yeah.
But I still have energy like a damn hedgehog, you know?
Hey, like a damn 21-year-old kid right there.
Like goddamn Wolverine.
You know,
You
do you know why you still have energy like that, Chris? Because you're single.
Because you're single.
Hey, that's a good possibility.
No, I'm not going down that road.
Listen. But as we're gearing up for Buck's wedding, you know, he has a lot to carry on. Like at the conclusion of his day, he still has to do more planning. He still has to do more target focus on making that day better for her, as well as for yourself. Chris, on the other hand, once he's done with that day, he can focus on 9 a game, focus on the kids, and the kids only want you to be present.
Listen,
They don't want more of you.
We're not
other
doing
than
all that.
your presence.
listen, I'm
No.
not going to disagree with you.
No, I'm just
not
saying,
gonna
in the
disagree
relationship
with
is
you.
work.
Yes.
That's it.
However, Chris,
Yeah.
that's good. I love that shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of people is going to connect with it.
Yeah. But
Kan-Yeezy, what you got? What you got for the spice of the week?
mine is real simple, man. We just talked about Gasparilla, but gearing up for it. Like, I want to tell you, I was excited to get into costume mode. You would be surprised when you go into a costume store. Everybody was willing to help. Like, we all wanted to dress up and look our best. And I was like, hey, I want to just try just something real simple. Let me get a $25 shirt, put some boots, boot covers, and so on and so forth. And they was like, nah, this is Gasparilla. Like, even the people at the front desk counter were like, hey, you can bring the stuff back the very next day. That's how much this stuff sells off the shelves. They don't care if you return it.
Yeah.
Because they want you to look your best.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't afford it, don't buy it. I mean, you can still buy it and bring it back the very next day. They were willing. Just like, don't even bring the receipt. Just bring the bag. That's how much people were gearing up for this particular weekend, for just you to just let go and have fun. So to have that, just the whole store rally around you being your best, everyone encouraging everyone. You see girls getting into, little fishnets and so on and so forth. And people were partying the night before.
Yeah.
And the day of. Like, they didn't stop. I just said most people started drinking at 8 o'clock. Most people were drinking that showed up to the party were already hungover from the night prior before that. So they just kept it going. Like, right now, I'm still drinking, and I drank all yesterday as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like a fish.
You got to feel great right now.
Yeah, it's they tell you if you continue drinking, there is no hangover.
That's correct. You just continue to, destroy your body one step at a time.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Look at Chris is like, oh yeah.
Chris is used to that life. So that's my
Fuck that shit up, dude.
that's my
That's awesome.
spice.
That's fantastic.
Just enjoying, looking forward to the next moment. Got me, Mardi Gras.
I got you. All right. So I gotta say, once again, I come to the table unprepared.
No, you
You
have
guys have great things to talk about. Like, honestly, I heard Chris's and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna let everyone down again. Like, this is how it works.
So
Like,
it goes.
I always find that I look at little things, the tiny little things, and I overlook some of the larger things that really could, move people. And it is what it is. But I'm just gonna go with it because honestly, I knew that this pod was coming. This moment happened, and I immediately knew in my head, I said, this is what I'm gonna talk about during Spice of the Week, right? Because especially as I go through it now, I get a little excited for the segment because I really want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so last night, Chris and I are driving back from Bradenton, right? And Chris hits me with this little moment, this little nudge feeling he's got. He looks at me. He goes, "Yeah, what in the literal?"
We're gonna call your boss.
Yeah,
and
that's
tell
terrible.
him the kiss I had.
All right,
Go ahead.
Here's what we got, bro. We're driving back from Bradenton last night. He hits me with, before he got there to pick me up, he hits me with the, "Hey, I just had a couple hot dogs with the buns and a little mac and cheese, but that's a little snack." You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to put a little topping on top of it.
Okay.
Right? And I said, "Oh, what are you saying?" He said, "I'm a little hungry." He said, "But we don't have to do it right now because we got a little time before we get back to Lakeland." Right? So I'm like, "All right, cool. Whatever you want to say." I said, we start rolling up, and Chris goes, "Hey, man, so where do you want to stop? He said, I don't really care where we go. Doesn't really matter, man. Your boy, just he's a little hungry. So I look at him and he goes, hey, man, where do you want to go through the drive-thru? Right? And I hit him with, and this is, like I said, it gave me the best vibe. Why would we go through the drive-thru? We got little apps that says people can deliver this food directly to our house as we pull up, right? And he goes, damn, you got the DoorDash? And I said, hell yeah, I do, right? So we go through, we hit up Taco Bell. Chris orders $32 worth of Taco Bell.
I don't know how you do that, but no, it just Chris has no back door.
Absolutely.
None whatsoever.
He has none. So anyway, he orders $32 worth of Taco Bell. Order the rest of the food. This order ends up being, obviously with DoorDash, you get an order that's supposed to be $35. It ends up being $50. And that's cool. Like, I'm good with it at this point. I've been outside of my house all day. We're driving back. It's kind of late. Like, I'm tired, right? That moment, we pulled up. We threw the truck in park, undid the back doors, pulled, hey, Chris is staying the night tonight because we're going to shoot a pod in the morning. Pull out the suitcase, right? Soon as that suitcase starts exiting the truck, right there pulls up this DoorDash order. And we immediately turn around without zero hesitation. We're holding the suitcase, turn around, grab the bag of food, turn back up, and walk into this house, throw on a movie, and start eating this amazing, delicious grub.
Yeah,
right?
Great, yeah.
The moment,
It's Taco Bell's.
and that's the thing, and that's what I'm telling you. That gave me such a good vibe that it was just like, holy shit. The timing of making sure when you're driving home and you're like, man, I'm hungry, but I want to eat at the right time, because sometimes you're driving home and you're like, man, I'm too tired. I don't want to go through the drive-thru, but I don't want to wait for this. But when you get home, you're not even inside. You don't even get inside the house, and the food rolls up while we're in the driveway unloading the truck. And we grab that food, go inside, changed, throw on a movie, and we're snacking down at that point. Right there, the sequence gave me such a good vibe, bro. It made me feel so good. And I'm just like, and honestly, the movie sucked.
Yeah.
The movie sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't that
It
great.
did. But the fact that we got to chill, we were hungry, didn't have to wait in our sequence, and we did everything just right. Like that right there, just like, bro, sometimes it's the little things in life. We just need to be happy about the little things. And that made me feel so good. Chris got a little food. He got a little nap times, right? We watched a dog shit movie, but either way, we had a great time chilling and talking and being able to catch up.
Yeah, it
was
was a
just-
shit movie too.
Yeah, it really was.
You guys aren't gonna name the movie? You guys
No,
just
no,
you
we're
just
not.
gonna let somebody else watch this shit movie,
Yeah,
right?
no, the movie was Nope. That movie sucked.
There's a shit movie out
Yeah,
there.
that movie sucked.
You might watch it.
But either way, it just, the whole thing, it just gave me it almost gave me like a Thanksgiving vibe.
You talk
Like-
about when they running away from the large vagina? I don't give a fuck what y'all
Yeah, I
call
know,
it.
it was
Just-
weird.
Just
It was
sucking
weird.
I
Yeah.
saw half of it, and
Yeah.
I'd rented it, and I fucked up and forgot about it, and then I went to go watch the other half, and I was like, "Fuck, I ain't got
I'm
it."
telling you,
tell me,
man.
what do you think it is? What do you think that is? That's
We're not going into that. I'm not doing it. That movie sucked, asshole. That's all you need to
they're
know.
running from a large vagina.
Yeah, they're running from a large hole in the sky. I don't know. It was stupid. But either way, the whole point of this, I'm gonna finish off my spice of the week. That is what gave me the best vibe. It literally gave me like a Thanksgiving vibe. Like you're hanging out with your friends. Food is always coming out at the right time. Sometimes Thanksgiving we watch a little bit of football. In this case, we did a little bit of a movie. Even though the movie sucked, the food, the timing, everything just made it a great night. And it gave me great vibes, and I woke up this morning feeling phenomenal.
I'm excited for you. I'll give you a clap on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Just the mere fact that he just gave a movie review.
yeah.
That movie sucked ass.
There's
no doubt
you
about it.
can't vote for it at all. Like, God,
Yeah.
how many stars do you give it, bro? The movie.
How many stars?
Stars.
-7.
Damn.
That movie sucked.
So you just
ass.
said it was a waste of time.
I get 1 star for
No,
this.
no,
Like,
that movie sucked, asshole.
You
It
guys
had some suspense to it.
Yeah.
You're like, I just want to see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
What
You
the
want to
fuck
see what it
this?
is. That's
Yeah.
what the suspense was. You want to see what it is.
Yeah.
And then when they really showed what it was, and you're just like, to me at that point is like, this movie is dumb as hell.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I'm gonna tell you, you guys hold movies to a different standard. I just say entertain me. That's the whole.
See, I'm very
notion
critical. I'm very critical with my movie reviews, but at the same time, I'm also very lackadaisical when it comes to the critiquing. I like to critique movies, is what I'm saying. I will critique every single movie, but I also am easily entertained. I'm one of those people that honestly, you can throw a ping pong match in front of me, and honestly, I'm gonna get hyped.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start getting a little juice flowing. So
You are
know
a
what I'm
Will
saying?
Ferrell fan, so you are easily entertained if you're Will Ferrell.
I love Will Ferrell.
Chris, we all knew you
Yeah.
love Will
Hey.
Ferrell, but those are his movies aren't about anything.
Yeah,
You're not learning.
That's not
damn
true.
thing.
That's not
What'd you
true.
learn from Step Brothers?
Huh?
What'd you learn from Step Brothers?
Will Ferrell?
Yeah, what'd you learn from his movies? Any of them, first, last.
We
Ricky
learned that if you build bunk beds, you can create so much more room for activity.
Yeah, and I had no idea about the Catalina wine mixer.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's the
I've learned about
fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah, the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
I'm not gonna say it.
All right,
I'm out of it.
everyone. The
No,
Catalina wine mixer.
That's a damn shame.
That's what I'm
So
talking
that's what
about.
you learned from Will Ferrell. Out of the whole 3 hours,
Yeah.
you learned about.
So
Yeah, if you're not
All right.
first, you're last.
that's what we're doing. So, guys, thank you so much for
Thank
tuning
you.
into another episode. We really appreciate you guys. Please subscribe to the fellas. 2 Dimes and a Token. You can find us on YouTube, find us on Facebook, Instagram. You can find us on TikTok. Subscribing is by far the best way that you can, and make sure you throw in some comments.
Fly, eagle, fly.
Jesus Christ.
I'm only doing this because
That's
So
terrible.
I know that is terrible. So
garbage.
make sure
They're gonna
when you
win
guys
Super Bowl.
get a chance, go in, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're leaving some comments. We want to know your opinions. We said it in the few first pods. We've gotten a couple people to chirp a little bit, but at the same time, like, bro, throw it out there. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell us what you're thinking. We want to be able to clap back, create some new content, some new discussions. So by all means, please go in there, subscribe to the fellas, leave some comments, and we will check you out on the next episode.
Deuces.
2 Dimes and a Token. You